Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 20th, and today we'll cover the trades for TSLY, CONY, and MSTY. You guys are probably sick of hearing me say that in the beginning, but I have to keep in mind there's always new people that join, so they have no idea what the hell this video is about. So unfortunately, I'll probably keep doing that. So today's going to be a big day. The Fed will announce, its decisions on what they'll release. They'll release the forecast on the interest rates. So that's going to make or break us. Yesterday, the market kind of tanked and then it recovered a little. So maybe someone knows something. Maybe it's going to be good news for once. But if they, I don't know, if they keep rates flat, I don't know what that'll do. But obviously, if they raise rates again, then, it could be a nice red day. I don't know if they'll lower rates, but who knows? I don't know. Enough about that. I don't play the guessing game here, but I just wanted to let you guys know. I think it's like 2 p.m. where they announced that. On a quick update on Bitcoin, it's been, over the past day, down 2.7%, which is, it was headed to look worse, but then it came up, a little green in the middle of the day. It looks like around noonish to 2, and then it went back down. So let's cover the crypto ones first. Let's cover CONY. So real quick update, all three, none of them had trades. So a little kind of like a day off for me yesterday. So all I'll do is I'll talk about the synthetic position, cash and treasuries, and where we stand. So the CONY fund has one synthetic position. They have a strike of 250 that expires on April 19th. So we have time, we have time for that. Coin is priced at 230, so obviously it's under the 250 strike. So if currently it's at a loss of about 28 million, but again, that's irrelevant because it's still early in the play. March tab, so we'll cover, what the price was yesterday. Let's see. Coin went down 3.96% and CONY went down 3.06%. So again, when the underlying goes down, the ETF won't go down as much because they sell weekly calls, which is a bearish play. So if the underlying goes down, it's helping that win, especially if it's closer to, the strike at the time. And again, they only have one strike, which is the 257.50 and a break even of 262. We have 3 trading days left as well, but let's look at cash and treasuries. So cash, as you recall yesterday, was in the negative, and now it's positive. So it's back up to 3.8 million. So they did not take that from treasuries, but they took it from the money market. So I don't know. I guess they're playing musical money here. So the money market was opened, and then they kind of put money in it, and then they took money from it and put it, I don't know. Either way, whatever they're, not sure what they're doing, but let's look at yesterday. So they took that money, they put it into treasuries, right? That's how they become negative. And then they replenish the cash with the money market. So are they getting rid of the money market? Maybe. I'm not sure if that matters, but maybe the rate's no longer there. 37,000 is the increase in cash and treasuries. Outstanding shares, we're looking at 13,875,000. Total income is $11.4 million loss. So obviously, much work needed on the weeklies. Let's go to the active tab. We have 15,320 contracts with a 257.50 strike. That's 11.9% out of the money. Again, that expires in 3 trading days. That's, looking pretty good. Again, crypto's kind of slowing down a little. Coin price 230.12, 30-day IV 85.21. Both charts still look pretty damn good. CONY's at 25.31, and potential capital gains for the end of this week, or through the end of this week, is $3.01. Reaction, the CONY fund manager is happy because he's winning. He's winning. Yesterday I went live real quick, and I want to clarify. I need to something I said, but let me do it in 1 second. So synthetic income, $86 million loss. Short call, I'm sorry, synthetic income, $86 million profit. Short call income, $11 million loss. So net income, we're at 74.9 million. So with all the outstanding shares, that's about 540 per share that we're showing. So someone asked me in the live stream, what's CONY going to pay? So basically what I said was, I was looking at the NAV reserve, which essentially the negative, right? If you look at the first month, they made 280, they paid 269. So the negative, that's extra, right? That's a credit. And then the following month, that was a debit, 440. And then they have a credit from last month, and then a credit from this month, obviously, because they didn't pay. So in reality, the payment with which would true up the NAV reserve to be zero, we would look at a payment of 332. So I said two something yesterday, 208 or something. But the payment, like they essentially could pay $3.32, which would zero out the NAV, from the prior months. So that's really good. But again, time will tell. We'll see. It's too early to talk about payments. I know everyone cares about that, but it still a little too early. All right. So again, the holdings, they're looking good. It's going to cost them about $1.05. But again, we got three trading days left. They made about 450 on that. So again, it's looking good. If coin stays flat or possibly goes down, obviously they're going to win this trade. Net asset value, 351 million. The NAV is 25.32 and the trade price is 25.31. So you got yourself a nice little penny discount. So here's NVIDIA, just quick update. I'm going to cover NVIDIA starting next month. I'll try to do it towards the end of this month so I can, be up to speed on everything. But I will be eliminating MSTY from the daily videos and adding NVIDIA. That being said, let's cover MSTY. So, obviously for those of you who love MSTY, I apologize. It is what it is. I can only, do three, because these are daily. So obviously there's a lot involved. So I can't really cover more than that the way I'm doing it. So I'd have to sacrifice, what I'm doing if I wanted to cover more, which is not what I want to do. I want to keep it interesting and fun. So, MSTY, it was more of a, I wanted to do it from the beginning. So it was more of an experiment. So I have no problem dropping that personally. Plus we have the crypto exposure through CONY at the moment. And then, again, as of next month, we'll have TSLY, CONY, and then NVIDIA. And then we'll go from there, right? We'll see what people want to see. So here's MSTY. MSTY has two strikes for the synthetic, 950, which the majority of their contracts are in, 157 contracts. This one's still doing very well because MSTR is priced at 1750. And if you look, this one was winning for a long time. They decided not to roll it, not to close it out and choose a new strike price. And it turns out this may be a good decision because if they did that early on, they could be at a terrible loss on their synthetic, right? So instead, what they did is they created a new synthetic position, which was the 1700. So I know at first I was questioning. I was like, why don't they just roll this, But I guess, there essentially was no rush because they don't have a payment to make yet until the end of this month. So, the MSTY fund manager, they have their hands full, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with this fund so far. There was quite a few mistakes, don't get me wrong, but overall, I think they're doing pretty good. This is not easy. So the 950 is worth about 7.3 million, and the 1700 is going to cost them about 853,000. The 950 expires March 28th, end of this month, and then the 1700 expires April 19th. All right, let's go to the March tab. So, a little rough week for MSTR. MSTR was down on Monday, 15.69%. And then MSTR was down yesterday, Tuesday, 5.67%. So yeah, it's expected at this, they can't go up forever. CONY was down, oh my God, CONY. MSTY was down 9.84% on Monday. And then yesterday, MSTY was down 3.61%. So if you look, obviously it's not dipping as bad as, the underlying, but that's how these funds work. So they beat the underlying when the underlying goes down. Nobody talks about that, right? Because that's a positive. God forbid we speak anything positive about these funds. And I know it's mostly negative. That's the popular saying, that these are garbage funds, trash, whatever. But, instead of trying to understand the funds, people just knock them and say, we're all stupid. But, let them do what they do. Most people like that just, hate everything in general and just like to complain. But anyway, enough about that. We still have just 2 strikes. The lowest break even is 1832. So yeah, we're sitting pretty right now, but we'll get into that in the active tab. Cash and treasuries, let's take a look at that real quick. They cash is down to 903,000. Treasuries didn't really do much. But overall, we're down 1.8 million with cash and treasuries. So it's possible people sold out. Outstanding shares, 775,000. I believe that was the same as yesterday. So maybe they didn't update it completely. Short call income, 159,000. Total distribution payment, 21 cents. Daily income, 1 cent per day. Daily yield, 0.03%. Okay, let's go to the active tab. If you recall, in the beginning of the week, it did not look good, and here we are. It's looking pretty damn good. So 167 contracts with an 1850 strike price, 30.51% out of the money. That's the majority of the position. So obviously that's sitting pretty. 3 trading days, that's leaving a cushion of 10% per day, and they'd be fine. 21 contracts, 1785 strike, that's 25% out of the money. 3 trading days essentially. So that's still pretty good. That's a cushion of 8% a day. MSTR price, 1417.50, 30-day IV, 153%. So again, the IV, it ain't slowing down. 30-day chart, still very attractive. And then we have the MSTY price of 35.50. Unbelievable. Still just an unbelievable investment if you got in this from the beginning. And wait till you get your distribution. It's probably going to be a nice little bonus for a lot of people. Possible capital gains for the rest of the week, $10.65. Yes. And if Mr. just blew up, MSTR just blew up this week, we'd capture $10.65 of that. Could you imagine? We'd be at $45. I say we like I own it. I don't actually own it, but you get the gist. I'm on your side. I root for people, regardless if I own it or not. It doesn't matter. So here's the fund manager. He's still a little nerdy guy. He's like, yeah, I know everything about everything, so I'm right. And so far he is. All right, let's look at the payment tab. Again, the synthetic income is not including, the 950, which is going to make money at this point. I mean, I'll be shocked if MSTR goes below 950 by that expiration. So I would say synthetic income is going to be a nice little credit before we get to the end of this month. It's going to have to be because this one expires March 28th. So anyway, but currently it's a loss of 2.5 million. Short call income is actually a credit, 159,000, but net income is a loss, 2.3. So we can't really talk about payment unless we talk about just the short call income, which would pay you 21 cents, which again, people don't want to hear that. They want to wait for what they're going to get paid from the synthetic. Cash, outstanding holdings, again, we still have 3 trading days left, but if you look 1785 call, the weekly call, is going to cost them, right now, 10:30 to close. And then the 1850 cost them $7 to close, right? And obviously they got a pretty penny to open them. If you look, these numbers are, well, the 1785 was actually only 47.19, 1785, 47. So, but they're still, it's still a great profit. But look at the 1850, $7 to close, and look how much they got. They got 159, 147, 157. So far on the weekly calls, it looks amazing. So if MSTR can just stay down, it can even, there's plenty of room to move up, but you never know. When that thing moves up though, it goes. Net asset value for MSTY is 27.4 million. The NAV is 35.41. The trade price is 35.50. No discount today. So, all right. So that's it for everyone's favorite MSTY. Let's go to everyone's enemy, TSLY. So, what's new with them? I just realized I haven't been looking at the pre-markets. I'll do that all together at the end. So TSLY has two synthetics. They have the 175. Right now they're below that. So that position would cost them 2.3 million to close, and that expires May 17th. They also have a 170 strike. That also expires May 17th, and they're currently priced above that. But again, a lot can happen today. And they can make 9 million if they rolled it. But obviously it's 2 months out. So it's kind of like irrelevant to talk about at this point. So let's take a look. And I'm glad they did 2 months out because they have earnings in between. So space that out. So let's look at like Monday and Tuesday. So Monday, we had a really good day, right? Tesla went up 6.3%. And then yesterday, Tesla just was tanking in the morning, and then it kind of recovered. But in the end, Tesla went down 1.47%. Take a look at TSLY, though. TSLY, the day before, it only captured 3.95%. But guess what? TSLY was up yesterday 0.13%. And that is without even selling options. So you got to love it, man. You got to love how, when the underlying goes down, I'll say a little, the ETFs look, very good. And this is just a perfect example of how it works. If staying flat, going down a little is ideal because, we had a green day for TSLY, and Tesla was red, more than 1%. So again, very good day for TSLY. I know, what was it, KC? He said you never hear that, so you wanted to cherish it. So I'm letting you hear it again. So let's cherish the moment together. Cash and treasuries overall went down 1 million. So again, just means people are selling. People come and go though. It's all good. Outstanding shares 44.6 million. Total weekly income 16.5 million from the weekly calls. Distribution 37 cents. Daily income 3 cents a day, and daily yield 0.22%. If that's not enough for you, then feel free to do your own options, right? All right, so what do we got here? We got 30,325 contracts, a 170 strike. That's 0.77% in the money. And then we have 11,635 contracts, 172.50 strike. That's 0.69% out of the money. So, but what's the real number, right? What's our break even? I always use our lowest break even, and our lowest break even is 171.81. Tesla is currently at 171.32. So we're below the break even, which is good, but ideally you'd want to be at 170 or lower to have to capture as much as you can. So Tesla price again is 171.32. We'll see where that goes today. 30-day IV is 53.41%. 30-day charts, still ugly. TSLY price 1554, but unfortunately, potential capital gains, I'm only showing we can capture 3 cents this week. So ideally, from today's report, although it's going to go one way or the other, right? It's not just going to be flat. I imagine. So we'll see how it goes. If it's good news, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to capture. If it's good news for Tesla at least, we're not going to be able to capture really any of it at this current point in time. If it's bad news, then we'll be okay, right? Because currently, obviously our weekly calls would be happy and they'd have success. But at the same time, a lot of the Tesla owners, the TSLY owners, they're over, the bad news. They're ready for a skyrocket. Here's the TSLY fund manager just grinding their teeth. They're like, what's going to happen today? I don't know. Earnings coming up next month, April 17th. Probably going to start to, selling options through earnings can earn you a lot of money, and it could lose you a lot of money too. But the implied volatility of Tesla will get higher and higher, it should at least, as we get closer to the earnings. So that'll be fun. And hopefully we'll get, better premium, and hopefully we have a good earnings. We'll see. Curve is still at 80 contracts, 230 strike, 34% of the money. So they're going to be able to capture a lot of the upside. However, their synthetic, man, not good. Their synthetic is going to be in bad shape. Their synthetic strike price is 265. Ouchie. Payment for the month, again, synthetic. You're not coming back from that synthetic loss, 171 million. So let's just look at the short call income. 16.5 million in income we have, which comes to 37 cents a share. So again, we're probably, the way this is headed, we're most likely not going to see that 80 cents. I don't know. It is early, so it's tough for me to say that, but I'm just like thinking in the back of my mind, like how things are going to go. But who knows? Like Tesla could blow up today and the synthetic could make a lot of money. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So outstanding holdings. Again, it's kind of early, 3 trading days left. But all I have highlighted is how much it costs to close the put at the top in red, and then how much each of the calls would cost per share, and then total market value. So we'll see how the week, trends. But overall, the net asset value, 692 million. The NAV is 1552, and the trade price is 1554. So let's go back to the internet, and let's start with Tesla on the pre-market. I know this is probably not going to mean much until 2 o'clock, until they announce whatever they're going to announce. But Tesla pre-market is up. It's up 0.92%. Its price is at 172.89. It's 172.93. So we'll see what happens. Let's go to coin price. Again, BTC was down, so you can imagine coin would be down. As it is, it's only down 1.58% though. Coin is priced at 226.48. And then we have MSTR. Okay. MSTR price is down 3.56%. Its current price is 1,367. So we'll see. Again, it's crypto has been on a downward spiral. I don't know if today's Fed results I'm sure it'll affect crypto, but I'm not sure which way. But time will tell. So anyway, that's the update for TSLY, CONY, and MSTY. Real quick though, I did my live stream yesterday, and there was like a lot of hate on the Defiance funds, QQQY, JEPY, and IWMY. I know it doesn't feel like the flavor of the month at the moment, but you guys, I just want you to, just take a breath, sit back, and just look at the fund. Like, what is it doing? What it intended you to, what you wanted from the beginning. If you wanted income, it's paying you the income, right? If you're worried about the return, again, you have to look at total return, which again, I'm going to cover on my weekly videos so everyone can see it. But just look at how much they're paying you in dividends, plus or minus the price appreciation. Everyone just keeps looking at the price, aka NAV, and they're just saying this is just, this is a reverse split disaster. But okay, so if that, mentally affects you having a reverse split, then just sell, right? But outside of that, if you're here for the income, then, try to use it to your benefit. Try to use this, as one of your weapons and part of your dividend army, right? So, instead of like just looking at it from the outside and quickly just saying, oh, this sucks, just try to better understand it. And maybe it's time for me to do an updated, like, I don't know, maybe a more detailed video on Defiance again, but we'll see. It's getting a lot of hate lately. I guess they're transferring the hate from TSLY to Defiance funds, but I'm not, again, I'm not a Defiance lover. I'm not a YieldMax lover. I'm just about explaining how the funds work. I want to make money just like you guys. I'm not here to lose money. So obviously, if things, aren't going the right way, I'll let you know. If things are going good, I'll let you know. But at the same time, just try to, don't go with your favorite, popular YouTuber who says it's trash. Is it okay? It's trash. Why is it trash? Let them explain it. Let them, try to make sense of it, and then do your own research. It has to make sense to you. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. But either way, by the way, I did a poll for how often should I start going live, because my wife, her last week at work is this week. So starting next week, I'll have a little breathing room as far as my time, at home, and my time available to do these videos. And my mental sanity may be a little better, but we shall see. So I'm probably, weekly was the number one vote. It's still going, but it looks like weekly's gonna win. So I'm thinking like Monday nights, I'm gonna do like, it's either gonna be like always a live stream, or it's gonna be always, I'm gonna get extra content out, for the month. Problem is my whole family will be home, so my 8-year-old might want to jump in the video. I don't know. Well, I'll have to lock the door or something. But yeah, so I'll probably do like a Monday night live stream, but I'll need to think of like a consistent agenda to keep people entertained. Again, maybe it's bi-weekly live stream, and maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. But again, hopefully the content gets better. Hope, these daily videos going forward as of next week, they're going to be done early. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to get them done and released by 6:30 a.m. That's the plan, obviously, unless something happens, unless I sleep in for some reason. But the plan is these daily videos, 6:30 a.m. I believe that seems to be the best time and makes everyone happy, because a lot of people listen on the way to work. A lot of people listen with their coffee. So I think 6:30 a.m. is a good time. But we'll see. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun and you were entertained. If you did, just, hit the like button. And if you didn't, yeah, hit the like button anyway. Why not, right? No, anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any questions, concerns, or comments. If you have feedback on these funds, how they're doing, what you think about today at 2 o'clock, or what do you think about going forward, my content? Should I go live Monday nights? What time? I don't know. What do you guys like to talk about? Should I have guest speakers? Should I have the community speak? Again, I don't know. I gotta throw some ideas out there, see what people like. Or Monday night, I could just update the spreadsheets live. Get my live reaction as I'm plugging in the numbers for the spreadsheet for the video. Anyway, that's all I got. FYI, I know we covered the pre-market numbers. Obviously, it's before 5 a.m., so I think a lot of things will change for the pre-market. So anyway, let me get ready for work. Office day for me. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.